Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Here I am from Progressive Model School Main Campus, Rawalpindi. Class 7th, Subject Science, Chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals, page number 12 to 19. Nutrition in Animals. In this chapter, we will learn about how animals get their food from plants and as well as animals, and how does it give them energy for their daily activities, and how the food change into energy. In this lecture we will discuss about different modes of animal nutrition: holozoic nutrition in animals, nutrition in amoeba, nutrition in human beings, nutrition in ruminants, different types of teeth. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the diet that we eat, and this diet of food turn into energy through the chemical reaction in our body. This energy is used in our daily life activities like running, sleeping, fighting, reading, etc. So this energy we get from our food that we eat in our daily routine. This food gives us some nutrients, that is the carbohydrate, fats, mineral, vitamin, and protein. These minerals and utilization of these minerals is called nutrition. So we can define as the nutrition the process of taking in, consuming food and utilizing it is known as nutrition. Modes of nutrition. There are different modes of nutrition. Modes mean ways of obtaining and using nutrients. There are two ways of obtaining nutrients, that is autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. In autotrophic nutrition, the organism get their food by themselves, that is plants that obtain their food by themselves. And in heterotrophic nutrition, animals get their food from other organisms. It is called heterotrophic nutrition. Animals are heterotrophic in their mode of nutrition. Animals perform the following four types of heterotrophic nutrition. Different modes of animal nutrition. The first mode is holozoic nutrition. Second one is parasitic nutrition. Third one is saprozoic nutrition, and fourth one is mutualistic nutrition. Now we can discuss these types of nutrition in detail. First one is holozoic nutrition. Organisms take whole solid food or liquid substances in this mode of nutrition. This type of nutrition is commonly seen in humans and other commonly found animals. This food is used to release energy by a series of chemical reactions inside the body. Holozoic animals include herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores. Herbivores are plant-eating animals, that is zebra, etc. Carnivorous animals are dog, lion, and omnivorous animals are eating both plants and animals, that is bear, humans. The other one is parasitic nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, animals derive their food from other animals or plants. These plants and animal is called the host, and the organism that obtain food from them is called parasite, and this kind of relationship is called parasitism. Mosquito is the best example of this kind of nutrition, that the mosquito is the parasite that feeds on human blood. The other one is saprozoic nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, organisms derive nutrition from dead organic matter. Best examples are millipedes, wood lice and dung flies. They are also called detrivores. Last one is mutualistic nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, there are two animals involved in this relationship. They live close to each other. They interact in such a manner that either both are benefited or one of them is benefited, but none of them is harmed from this relationship. A good example of mutualistic relationship is the remora and shark. You can see in the picture the small fish on the body of the shark, that is called remora. The remora is a marine fish that is usually found in the warm part of the ocean. They hold the body surface of the shark and get their nutrient from places where the shark move around. Our next topic is holozoic nutrition in animals. Holozoic nutrition involves the following 5 steps. These 5 steps are required for the taking of food and the process of making energy and the process of food convert into energy. These steps are involved in this process. Number 1 is ingestion, number 2 is digestion, number 3 is absorption, fourth one is assimilation, and last one is egestion. Ingestion is the process of taking in of big or small particles of food is termed as ingestion. There may be specialized organ for ingestion such as mouth and in amoeba, cydopodia. Digestion. Breaking down food into a simpler form is called digestion. Third one, absorption. Taking up the soluble form of food into the tissue is called absorption. Assimilation. Utilization of the nutrient for various body function is called assimilation. Egestion. Removal of undigested or waste matter from body is called egestion. Now let us discuss the process of nutrition in the simplest living creature on earth, that is amoeba. What is amoeba? You can see in the picture the amoeba is an irregular shaped organism. It is a microscopic that it is seen by only microscope. It is a single cell organism found in pond water. It does not have a specialized organ for the process of digestion. The outer body surface of amoeba contain very small organs called cydopodia that helps them to collect food particles. Amoeba's food is microscopic plant and microscopic animals and bacteria. Microscopic plant include diatoms, minute algae, and microscopic animals include protozoa and nematodes. Amoeba's diet also consists of dead organic matter. Amoeba is a holozoic nutrition. Now we can see how holozoic nutrition happens in amoeba. Amoeba has finger-like extensions called cydopodia. It expands its cup-shaped cydopodia around the food. Cydopodia cover the food and engulf it into its cytoplasm. This process is ingestion, which takes about 2 minutes. The food particle within the body of an amoeba is called a food vacuole. Food vacuole break down this complex food into a simple solution and then digest it into a cytoplasm. The undigested food particle is removed from the body through a temporary vacuole. Nutrition. Human beings are omnivores in nutrition. That is, they eat plant and animal both.
The nutrition in human beings take place in human digestive system. The human digestive system consists of organs such as mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. These organs together form alimentary canal. Human digestive system also contains some glands, that is salivary glands, liver, pancreas. Nutrition in human beings include various steps that we discussed earlier, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Ingestion. Humans have special organ for ingestion of food is called mouth. Mouth is bounded by upper lip and lower lip. The food is eaten by mouth. It is the process of ingestion. Now, second step is digestion. Digestion starts as we eat food. This happens as follows. Mouth cavity or the buccal cavity contains three parts: tongue, salivary glands, and teeth. Teeth chew food, and it has a muscular tongue on which the taste buds are arranged. Mouth cavity is the interior opening of the digestive system which take food, and the salivary gland mix up with the food and easy to swallow. Pharynx is the portion of the alimentary canal after the mouth. It is funnel-shaped passage common to air and food. That is, food and air pass through the same way. When food is passed, the passage of air, respiratory tract cover it. Then food goes through the esophagus, that is the gullet or food pipe. Pharynx along the alimentary canal lead to narrow tubular muscular organ. This is called esophagus. Esophagus relax and contract. No digestion take place in esophagus, but the food is passed through epithelial cells which secrete mucus to pass the food easily to the stomach. Esophagus opens into the stomach. It is a J-shaped organ. It is a sac-like organ. Stomach secrete an acid called hydrochloric acid that kills bacteria present in the food and digests it into a simpler form. Digestion of food, especially protein, continue in the stomach. When food is partially digested, it is transferred into the small intestine. Small intestine is the longest proportion, which is narrow than the stomach. It has three main parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. The walls of small intestine are thrown into a number of folds through which the absorption takes place. These folds increase the surface area and thus allow for maximum absorption and digestion of food by small intestine. Pancreas secrete digestive enzymes to break down carbohydrates and protein into a smaller form, and liver helps to produce a bile to break down the fat into a smaller molecule. The major part of digestion takes place in stomach and in the small intestine. In these two organs, the food particles are acted upon by organic molecules called enzymes. The third step is absorption. The soluble digested food is taken into the tissue by absorption. This process takes place inside the small intestine, from where the soluble food enters the bloodstream and is carried into the tissue after that. Small intestine has finger-like projection called villi that help in absorption. Absorption of water do not take place in it. Fourth is assimilation. In this process, the food which is in its simplest form and digested food absorbed and oxidized to release energy. This energy is required for various functions of our body. And this is stored in liver as in the form of glycogen. Last step is digestion. After the small intestine enlarged slightly to form a tubular large intestine. This large intestine absorbs water and used for minerals through the walls of the large intestine, and the food passes through the bag-like structure called rectum, which ends in an opening called anus. The rectum stores food material and rectum store undigested food as fecal matter till it is passed out through the anus. Student, now we study nutrition in ruminants. Have you ever seen a cow or buffalo chewing continuously even when they are not eating? These animals can quickly eat the fodder or grass and store it in the part of the stomach called rumen. Here, their food is partially digested and stored as curd, but returned to the mouth again and completely chewed. This process is called rumination, and the animals are called ruminants. They have special stomach called compound stomach. This stomach has 4 chambers. That is, first one is rumen, second one is reticulum, third is omasum, fourth one is abomasum. The food swallowed by the ruminants enter the first biggest chamber, rumen. Here the food is grinded, then it moves into the reticulum, from where it is returned to the mouth to be broken into smaller pieces and converted into a soft pulp called curd. It is now chewed thoroughly, and this process of chewing curd is called rumination. During rumination, the curd mixes with the saliva and becomes a semi-liquid paste. Then it pushed directly into the third chamber, omasum, and then the last chamber, omasum. In this fourth chamber, digestive juices mix with the semi-liquid curd. These juices break down the food into a simpler form. The semi-digested food now enters the small intestine, from where the remaining digestion process continues as it does in human beings. These animals are herbivores, so their food is rich in cellulose. Cellulose is a complex sugar and difficult to digest. The 3 chambers in the stomach of the ruminants help in complete digestion of cellulose. Last topic of this chapter is different types of teeth. All of us have 2 sets of teeth in our life. The first one we have since our birth until we are about 6 to 7 years old. These are called milk teeth or temporary teeth. After that, these are fall out and the permanent teeth take their place. Do you know how many teeth the adult human beings have? All of them have 32 teeth in all, 16 in each jaw. There are 4 types of teeth in our mouth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Now we discuss in detail. Incisors are the front teeth present in front portion of the mouth. There are 4 incisors in each jaw. They are used for biting and cutting. Canines are located next to the incisors. There are 2 canines in each jaw. They are used for tearing food. The next is molars, premolars. They are next to canines. There are 4 premolars in each jaw. They are flattened on the top and used for grinding. The last one is molars, end of the jaw. There are 6 molars in each jaw. They are used for chewing and grinding food.